Shall we talk about My Little Soda Pop? I mean George Clarke? George Clarke was a finalist and runner-up of Strictly Come Dancing 2025, so here was my favourite dance, least favourite dance, and favourite moment of his from the series. I'm going to start with least favourite, and I'm debating between two. I'm debating his Icon Week Harry Styles Jive or his Halloween Week I did the cha-cha-cha, darling. And they're kind of both at the bottom for the same reason. First of all, they were two of his lowest scoring dances, so objectively they weren't as strong as the rest of his dances. But on top of that, I feel like he went viral for his K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, and they were like, let's try and keep making him go viral. And he started getting some like silly wee bits. I mean, doing the apple dance in a cha-cha-cha is just odd. It doesn't really fit. It's a bit weird. I mean, it clearly paid off. He still made it to the final. But all of it just was a little bit clunky, and on top of that, he was making a few mistakes. He wasn't dancing these dances as well as he would have later on in the competition. It was his dip. So yeah, those two. But in terms of favourite, will you be mad at me if I say his K-pop Demon Hunter Soda Pop dance? Because like, high-key, I genuinely loved it. It was so funny. I really want to see it again. But no, I'll give you a serious answer. Of course his Paso Doble, but I said in the Amber video, so I'll say it here. I'm going to stray away from dances they repeated in the final just to add to the conversation. We've heard a lot about those dances. So I'm going to go for his Blackpool Week Salsa. Not only did he dance the dance well, but this was the first time I feel like we got his goofy side in a dance where it actually made sense and worked to heighten the dance. We'd seen it a few times. I talked about it earlier in this video. There was a few points where I was like, they're just using the fact that he's a bit goofy sometimes. But this time it just really worked. On top of that, it was Blackpool Week. It was a big moment, and I don't think any of us expected him to be as good as he was. Also, it was his highest score, and still, unfortunately, is his highest score of the competition. I mean, he's had a few 39s now, but this was his first 39, so, you know, it was a big moment. I just loved it. It really caught me off guard. I didn't expect him to just let loose the way he did, and he actually nailed it. In terms of favourite moment, there are so many to pick, so I will try. Of course, his partnership with Alexis was wonderful. They just seemed to gel really well. They brought the best out of each other, and again, credit to Alexis. It's her first series. She made it to the final. Yeah, good job. To his many different costume moments that were wild. I mean, ripping his top open in the semi-final, also his instant dance costume, and Alexis instantly being like, you're taking the jacket off. To all the times he was seen in the background fixing his hair, because boy did they give him many an interesting hairstyle. But to be honest, I'm gonna have to go with his growth throughout the series. He started with this front of comedy, and of course he kept that comedy because he is a funny guy, but he became so beautifully vulnerable throughout this series, and it was just amazing to watch him grow. But anyway, well done George, you were a worthy finalist and a very entertaining guy. I leave you with a question though. Have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet?